Another beautiful day. So here we are in the matchbox, and I'll join you laying down with the roller lengthways down my spine. So if you're not there already, that's next. No rush though. Do what feels right to you until you're ready to join us. So you'll start with your tail at one end, lay on back, be sure your head is supported. If you're using a ball, it goes between your thighs, above the pelvis, below the knees, once you're laying down. And you can hug that in between the thigh muscles. The inner thigh is working here. And that just is helpful to keep the inside edges of your feet engaged into the floor so that you're more steady here. Remember that if your feet are about 4 to 5 inches apart, you're going to be working a lot of your core. Sorry to say, right? We're just joking about that before we turn on the camera. And if you want a little less core and a little more help balancing, the feet are further apart, but you can still have your knees closed in, narrowed, hugging the ball or not. Even like the knees together would be like very stable for you, even while you're laying on the roller. So whichever variation of the legs you choose, we're taking the arms out to the side and resting the back of the hands on the ground. And then just rocking a little bit from one side to the other. So you want to slide your body sideways in space, thinking about one shoulder blade and one hip dropping down towards the ground, tipping towards the floor. And the other side getting heavier so that you get the imprint of the roller across your back. Really sort of working between one medial shoulder blade and the other. You can go a little bit further than that, but you're more likely to tip off, so just watch how far you go. But I will say the further you go sideways across the roller, the more you're going to feel a release into that upper shoulder area and into the lateral glute as well. So, choose what works for you today. And every day after that too. So we're coming on back and settling in. And here we lift the arms up, embrace the air over your chest. The shoulder blades melt and sink to the ground, so your collarbones are wide. And then as you exhale, the collarbones stretch wider as you bring the arms out to the side and sink the arms down onto the floor. Inhale to lift. And then exhale, breathe out. Open your mouth, you breathe out slowly, your belly sinks deep and down towards your spine. It's a slow lift, a slow embrace of the air above you, gather it in, feel the shoulders heavy, melting down around the curves of the roller. Exhale, now wrap your blades around the curves of the roller here as you open the arms and stretch across the chest and maybe across the inside line of your arms. Inhale to lift again, and exhale to pull the arms open. Imagine your fingers are magnets, and they want to rush into each other. You delay their approach. And then as you pull them apart, they now magnets that want to stay together, you're dragging them open and apart. You're creating a little resistance with that image so that you really feel more work in the arm as you go slower than momentum would like you to lift upwards, and slower than gravity would like to take you down by finding that little resistance here on the way to the floor. We'll lift the arms up to the ceiling and then point the fingers to the sky. Exhale and just relax your blades down. Feel the ribcage sink as well. And here we inhale and float the hands up, shrugging the shoulders, lifting the blades up and around the edges of your ribs. Exhale and the collarbones widen. You can even picture the sternum dropping in towards your spine beneath you as you lower the blades. And inhale, shrug the shoulders up. This is great for releasing tension in the neck and in the lats. And then exhale, bring it back down. As you lift the arms, the collarbones smile up. Put a smile on your face to match, and then exhale and let the blades sink slowly. Hug the roller beneath you, feel that winding across the front of your body. We lift again. And exhale. Even as you're pulling the blades down, your hands want to go up. See if you can feel a little opposition, a little delay in the movement, and then glide the arms up. Try to pierce the ceiling with your fingertips. And keep reaching for the sky as you pull the blades down, widening your chest. We inhale to turn the palms forward, and then exhale, let's reach the arms back by your ears. The blades slide towards your waistline here. Inhale, arms forward to the ceiling, and exhale all the way forward and down by your hips. Lengthen out your fingers towards the end of your mat. We bring the arms up in unison and parallel, and they continue to stay yoked like that. With an invisible rod between the arms, take the arms back. Feel that stretch in the armpit. The front of it's the chest, the pecs, the back is your left. Lift the arms again, heavy blades, and then you skate the arms forward through the air. Feel the weight of the arms and the weight of the air as you push it aside. We're pushing it away as we bring the arms up to vertical, heavy scapula. The blades slide towards your waistline as the arms reach back. Trying to keep a lot of space here on either side of your neck. We bring the arms forward. Try not to have a leader. They go up simultaneously. They work as a team. They touch the floor simultaneously as well. Once more like this, arms rise. Exhale the air out of your lungs as the arms sweep back behind you. And then let's lift the arms again. And then exhale all the way forward and down. Next, we'll bring your hands to the shoulders, bend at your elbows. Sweep the elbows in and lift up. Exhale out, around and down. Draw circles here at your side. One breath per circle. It's a short inhale to begin the movement and a longer exhale to complete it. The shorter you can make the inhale, the longer the exhale, the more you'll feel the abdominal wall pulling together, bending in around the center of your body, around your central axis. You can allow the shoulders to really shrug and move here underneath your ribs on top of the roller. Really trying to mobilize that upper back in a way that feels positive, in a way that feels like releasing and comfortable for you. Let's do one more. You end the circle with a deep exhale, and now let's reverse. Elbows go down and go wide, reach behind you, pull them up, forward, and in. And again. Remember, one breath per movement. Take your time, don't rush this. Really be aware of the sensation of the back of your body, the shoulder blades, and also part of the back, touching the roller. Notice where it's supported and where it's not. And just breathe here slowly, smoothly, completely. We'll finish this with one more circle in this direction. And then let's extend the arms forward, lengthen out with your arms parallel to each other along the mat. The inhale lifts the arms up and all the way back by the ears, and then we exhale big sweeps of the arms out, palms face to the sky, cut through the air. At the end of the movement, turn the palms down, and we do this again. Inhale all the way up and back. Stretch here, you'll feel that stretch front, back, and side on your waist, and then exhale, go as far out to the side as you can. Snow angel arms, and then turn the palms down. Arms lift and reach behind you. And then exhale. See if you go a little further out into space with the tips of your fingertips. And then turn the palms down, one last one like this. The blades get heavy and then they slide towards your waistline as the arms reach behind you and circle around and forward. We complete this and reverse. So palms up to circle wide. The arms lengthen back behind you. Exhale and lift them up. You press them forward and down. And again, feel how your chest opens when you rotate the palms up. And exhale, it starts to close a little bit as you bring the arms forward and down. Let's do that again. Opening out wide, stretching behind you. Feet are still solidly, softly pressing into the ground like they're sinking into sand at your favorite beach in the world. Go back. And then exhale, push the air down. Press your hands down. Make a light imprint in the sand on your mat. We'll do one last one. Circle here, reach back, and then exhale. Push your ending with that long exhalation, just like that. Hands together, thumbs together, index fingers together, elbows wide for diamond arms. And you swing that shape over your face. And then exhale, swing the shape over your abs. As the arms go back, the blades slide forward towards your waistline. And then as you lift the arms to 90 degrees, the blades are still heavy, helping open and widen the front of your body. You take it back, the collarbones roll backwards inside your chest wall. They spin around their own axis, and then they switch directions, spin forward as the arms move forward and then down. One more like this. All this movement should feel great in your shoulders. Obviously, minimize the range of motion, like slow it down if you feel like it tweaks. Give your body a chance to catch up always with your movement here today. We never push it, but we do push it some, but not when there's any kind of pain or feeling of restriction. All right, and then arms at your side. Let's Reach the fingers long to the far end of the mat. Really feel your feet, let them broaden and sink into the ground, and you can take the ball out from between your legs. Just place it to the side. We start here, base of the ceiling, self-focal point. Inhale as you pick up the right knee, you're putting extra weight in the right glute. And try to see how stable you can stay balanced here on your spine, even though not all of it touches the roller. Exhale and pay out that psoas, the deep hip flexor, to lower the foot down, and place the foot to the best of your ability right back where it came from. And then shift your weight just a little bit, spread your right foot, sink it into the floor. Now put extra weight in the left hip, maybe in the left hand, and you're gonna lift the left knee up. Your blades still embrace the roller under your body. Exhale to lower the leg. Use your full breath. And this will be easier if the elbows are to the ground, if the forearms are on the ground, and the palm and the fingers are spread wide onto the floor. And then you can lift the right side up. Soft relaxed foot, exhale, break it down. If you want more of a challenge, you would maybe take the elbows off, maybe even the palm off, only have your fingertips to the floor as you lift the left leg up. You choose your adventure, and then we lower down. Good. See if you can notice some of the subtle movement here in your body as you organize your body on top of something that wants to, flip you off. And then let's take this down again. When your right foot gets down, spread the foot into the floor, think of it getting really wide and melting into the ground under you. You pick up the left on the inhale and lower on the exhale. Now here, let's pull both knees into your chest, maybe have the forearms down, pull the legs up, and pull your knees together. So your tabletop legs. This is for your low core, even though I know you didn't want to do this today. Right, got your number. And then here, we're sliding the feet forward just a little bit, just enough to feel your abdominal wall contract. So think of your shins sliding forward parallel to the ground. So you're opening the ankle at your hips. And you only go as far as you feel like your belly can support the neutral pelvis here, right? And then you exhale to bring it on back. So you're exploring this to see. And if it's too much load for you, you can have one leg down, just one leg up in the tabletop position, and then one leg slides forward. You might want to try it because that's just like a nice feeling of working asymmetrically in your core, and then you pull that back. And then you might switch your legs, and then do the left leg forward. Slide that out and forward. And again, if you want less connection to the ground, more work in your center, you would just go to your fingertips. Otherwise, if you want more connection to the ground, forearm and the elbows and the hands, come in. So if you're doing both legs, only go as far as your back doesn't arch. You can stretch the legs out and away. Do you feel that increasing work? The abdominals have to work to hold the pelvis steady here on the mat or on the roller without tipping your body into more of an arch back, and then we pull it back in slowly as we exhale. If you go too far, the back will arch. You'll start to feel tension in your low back and in your neck. You don't want that. We're going to focus on this positive feeling of wrapping around the abdominal wall, and then you can pull it back in. If you'd like more of a challenge, you can just have your elbows touching the ground, your fingers point to the ceiling, and then bring your arms forward from there. I'm hoping I can do this. Nobody suggested it. And then exhale, pull it on back. Feel it, and one more. Reach the legs out. Everyone feeling this in a good way? Okay, that's your decision. I told you how to make it a positive experience, right? And then your heads are down. We exhale to lower the feet down. All right. And now here, still on the roller, let's pull your right knee into your chest. Bring your left hand to the shin. Pull that knee in a little bit, just to give you like half of a child's pose here on the roller. To get a little rounding in the back, in case you're a little too enthusiastic about that last exercise, and went a little past what was really your true range of motion. And then we can bring the hand down, the right foot lowers down, the left arm is down, and now we're going to press into the mat with the arms, pull the left knee in. Hug it in close to your chest. Bring your right hand up, hold onto the shin, and pull that knee in a little bit closer here. So you're going to stretch what you have to work for with your core and your balancing skills. Eyes still softly connected to the sky above you, to the ceiling here. And then you can bring the arm down and then lower the foot down. Good. Now, this is more advanced. If you don't want to do this, you can continue one of the earlier exercises. But otherwise, we're going to exhale, pull both knees in. Exhale, rotate the legs, you're in frog. Heels together, knees apart. And then push the legs up on a high diagonal. Put the stretch at the back of your legs, and then exhale, frog in. And we do that again. So you get the tailbone down, you reach the legs out. Now, if you go too low, your back's going to arch. So watch that. If you did this on the mat, your legs would go a little lower here because you don't have the same connection to a surface underneath you. You're already working a lot of your core just balancing here. So the movement's going to be a little smaller range of motion if you don't straight all the way, or a higher version of this reach of the diagonal so that you're not putting so much load into your low back. Make it interesting though for your core, right? So you push it away. Exhale and pull back in. Let's do one more. Inhale to glide the legs forward. You're still tracking the heel connection in line with your central axis. Pull it back in, and now bring the legs into parallel. Squeeze them gently together, edges of your feet, edges of your knees. And now we go out with the soft point of your feet. Out of the diagonal, reach. The toes bouncing off the edge of your foot, and then pull the knees back in over your chest and reach again. You could also choose to do this on the floor instead of on the roller if you wanted still some work here without having to do the balance work as well. Another option here, if you've opted out, which is a perfectly good decision, you can just take the ball between your thighs and squeeze as you inhale and release as you exhale. We're doing one more here with the soft point of the foot. Imagine your arches lifting a small ball like a baseball right into the center of each arch, and then pull it back. Now flex your feet and you reach out through the heels. You push the heels up and away. The toes curl back into the shins. See if you feel that stretch in your calves, and then exhale to pull it back home. And we push the air away. Like you're pushing a whole pile of sand away from your beach chair back into the ocean. And then you dig a tunnel with your heels, pulling the sand back in under your chair. So push and exhale, pull, and try to think of how you can create resistance with your mind so you feel that work in your muscles. Reach out and away. Exhale, the belly deepens. The thighs come in over the abs, and then reach again one more time. And exhale, pull it back. Double check your hand position. Where do you want your arms? Where do you want your hands? And then lift the legs up to the ceiling. Inhale to point the feet. Exhale to flex, toe ball toe, toe ball heel. Good. Of course, at any time you want to just, as you all said earlier, just lay on the roller and stretch your body open. Go for it. One more time. And now pull the knees into your chest. We're doing one more thing here. Elbows grounded, I would suggest. Lift the legs up to the ceiling. Try to make them as vertical as you can. If that means you bend the knees to keep your feet over the pelvic floor, do that. Otherwise, straighten, rotate externally, heels together, chest apart. And we're pulling the legs apart sideways. And exhale, close it together. If you want to do this with more massage, less effort, you could come off of the roller and take the roller across under your sacrum. We open the legs here. We do that a lot in this class as part of the roller warm-up. Here we're getting more work, more balance work in particular. And then more with the double leg stretch apart. Exhale, pull it together here. Bend your knees for a second. Just give yourself a little bit of a break from the back, hold the knees close to your chest. And then we lift the legs again. Exhale, rotate them, leave the left leg in the air, and bring the right leg out to the side. Exhale, pull it back up. And then we leave the right leg in the air, bring the left leg out to the side. And exhale, coming back. So you're not going to go maybe as far as you would for your stretch. This is more about really working into your center to hold your body balanced here. And also, of course, working into your arms. I know you feel that. One more set of these. Okay, bend your knees if you need that. Lift here. And last time, left leg out. Exhale, pull it open. And fold your knees into your chest. And then you lower the feet down. Rock a little side to side. Massage out your back. Turn your head from one side to the other, away from the movement of your hips. And then we're coming on up. And slide off. Okay. So here, let's move into our rolls. So remember, if you're starting with this one and it's been a while, or it's a new thing for you, you can always use, if they're bended on your feet, you can use ankle weights on your ankles. Usually when you start, it's easier to have the knees bent. You can wrap your hands, or wrap the fair band around your hands. Otherwise, the legs can be straight, and you can do this with or without a band. So we look down, we curl the tail up, and we start to roll back. Past your sits bones, onto your sacrum. Keep lifting the tail as you come down inch by inch, one vertebra at a time. You might straighten your legs here. And then nod your head forward, turn to chest, lift your head up. Pull the shoulders forward a little bit, the elbows go wide and forward as you come up if you're using the band. And you really want to stretch out your spine. Dive your head down between your knees. You can open the knees if you need a little room for your abdominals. And then we stack the spine bottom to top. And continue with that if you want the band. Otherwise, you can extend the arms forward. And again, look down, curve the tail up, round your back. Press the legs forward as you roll back. The arms can lift up for more load. You want to feel that work in the front line of your body. The head is down. You reach your arms back behind you. Get them stretch through your waist. Lift the arms. Lift the head, neck, and chest. Exhale. Go up. You want the exhale to start before you lift your rib cage. Reach your head out between your fingertips. Pull the waist here. Let your arms around your waist, pulling you back as you dive forward over your legs. And then we'll stack the spine coming up again. Let the collarbones open so the blades fall. And then look down, chin to chest. Suck the tail up. Pull your waist back. Curve back one vertebra at a time. Try to have control all the way down, whether you're using the band or using your center without the band. And then we reach back behind you. Lift again, coming up. Chin to chest here. Big exhale. Curve and forward. Diving over your legs. Want to feel that hamstring stretch? Bend your knees if you need to. And then once more, we articulate the spine up to come up and sit tall on your sits bones. Look down into your abdominal wall. The tail curves up. You roll the pelvic girdle around the back of the femurs. The arms at whatever height gives you a challenge, but allows you to have control on your way to the ground. And then we swing the arms back. And then we'll bring the arms forward if they're not there already. And we're reaching for the fair band for single leg circles next. So just take the band around your right foot, the left leg is free. And then we can roll back again. Move it all the way down. Hold the leg in, keep tension on the strap. Lift the leg up to the ceiling and your elbows go forward towards your hips. You want your neck to be long, free, and relaxed here. And bring the leg back. The heel goes as high as you can go. Bend the knee or not, but feel that stretch in the back of your leg without overstraining the back of your knee. We'll do a little inhale to point the foot and exhale to flex a couple of times here. Reach up all the foot and then the toes pull back, kind of a Barbie doll foot, and then you flex at the ankle. One more like that. Shoulders should be relaxed. You're reaching down your body towards the waist. And then we end with a soft point. Keep both sides of the pelvic have steady. So the right side gets heavy as you pull the right leg across to the left. And then you circle down. Rotate externally as the leg moves out to the right. The left elbow is grounded, so is the right. And then it's an internal rotation for that right leg to cross over, go low. Just skim right off the floor, going out to the right. Pull the leg up high. We want to get the biggest circle possible with this movement while maintaining the hips nice and steady and stable on the ground. So you're looking for both of those goals. Keep pushing out into the foot, but keep pulling back and down into the floor with any part of your body that is connected there. Imagine your right hip gets heavy and then reach away. Your left hip gets heavy, it's glued to the floor, and then you pull the right leg out around and up to the top. We'll do one more circle. Short inhale and a long exhale. Let's try to really feel that abdominal wall contraction here. The transversus, the deepest one, runs across the body. That's engaging here. And now reverse. The right leg moves out to the right. The left side of the body is sinking into the floor. You go low, you rotate the leg internally and drag it up to the top in a neutral position. Toe points back over your head. And reach again. You're pulling back with the arms, trying to keep the wrist straight as you can here throughout this whole movement. See if you feel a stretch of the inner thigh as the leg goes out to the right and across the hip and the outer thigh as the leg pulls over to the left. The hamstrings get the stretch at the top of the movement. And one more circle. One more short, deep inhale and long, slow exhale. Keep pulling that belly deeper and deeper and deeper in towards the back of your body, towards the ground. Okay, and now we'll take the ends of the band in the right hand. Open the leg out to the right here. And then give it a little bit of a gentle rocking here. Push your left hand into the left hip bone and keep that steady on the floor. Exhale to pull the leg up to the ceiling, switch hands. We'll take it across, the right arm extends. You can lift the hip if that works for your back, otherwise keep the hip down. Try to push the foot forward into the strap. Your head turns over the other extended arm. And you pull the right leg closer to your shoulder, rotate it internally for a little bit more stretch diagonally into the glute and the low back. Right shoulder blade is pressed into the ground, keep that connection. And then we unwind gradually. You come from the left shoulder to the rib cage, to the waist, to the hip, to lift the leg up. Another little pull here, stretch it. And it's okay if you hold on to the back of your thigh. Do that with the knee bent. But still gives you, as long as it gives you a stretch, that's where you should be. And then we can pull that knee into the body, embrace it in here, nice and tight. And then release the right leg forward, shake out both legs. I know, sometimes if you've had a long week or a long day, it's like a lot of difference. It's almost shocking sometimes to feel how like relaxed the right side is and how tense and puffed up the left side is. Maybe that's just my experience, but it should feel good, and we should be ready to do the other side. So we lift the left leg in the strap. And you may still want to pull the left sits bone forward. Try to be sure that the waist is equally long on the right and left side of your body. The elbows are grounded and reaching forward to move the shoulders away from the ears, elongating the neck. And we pull the leg up. We can either have the knee bent and pull it back. Just be sure you feel a stretch that is working for you. And here we go. Inhale to point. Exhale to flex that left foot. Reach up through the heel and down to the sits bone for maximum stretch in your hamstrings. Do one more. Articulate through the ball of the foot and the toes curl over. Pull the toes back. Reach up through the heel, calf stretch there, and then a soft point, get ready to circle. Inhale, the left leg crosses to the right, and we go low. out to the side, all the way around and up to the sky. And let's do that again. Reach. With a diagonal stretch across your left glute, go low, exhale, rotate. Right hip is heavy, heavy, heavy as the weight of the left leg moves to the left. And then the left side presses into the floor as you reach out to the right with your leg. Get that rotation of the leg on the hip socket so that it's really smooth as you see in the joint. And you're pushing forward, the elbows stay grounded, the forearms and the hands move with the line of the leg and the TheraBand. One last one. And we're in a deep, short inhale and the long exhale for every single breath here. It's going to help also strengthen the diaphragm, increase the lung capacity. And here we go for the reverse. So out to the left, the right side presses into the floor. You reach low, you drag that leg across, hips stay grounded, lift the leg high and reach again. I'm hoping this feels really good in your hip joint for you and you're enjoying that stretch here all around the leg. Sure, while you're reaching, you're also pulling back so that your hips stay grounded, your whole torso is, in your mind, welded to the floor here. We'll take it over one more time. Take it low, pull it over, across, and then lift it on up. From here, we're taking the band in the left hand, right hand on the right hip bone, left elbow down, and you rock the leg over to the left. Almost have a little more rotation through that right hip. If you're trying to pivot the right glute down into the ground and anchor it there, rock the left leg gently, slowly, softly, in a range of motion that works for you. So you could also have the knee bent for this too, if having it straight is too much load or doesn't work. And then we'll exhale to pull the leg up to the ceiling. Switch hands and cross it over. Again, here the knee can be bent, or you can straighten it. If you're straightening, try to pull the toes back maybe, pick up the hip off the ground, rotate the leg internally. All of these are options for a bigger stretch. But ease out of whatever it is if you need to. Then we're moving down from the right shoulder to the waist, the left glute, to lift the leg up to the sky. Pull the heel up and the toes down. And then fold the knee in and take the band off and it goes to the side. All right, hug the leg in and then stretch it forward, double check. Probably feeling at this point that both legs are closer to the ground, your quads are more relaxed, and even like your back is settling deeper into the floor here. There's more connection than you had when we first started class. All right, so let's pull the right knee in and rock forward it up to sitting. We're gonna roll back here and go into rolling with the ball. So we come forward, so you're only, I don't know, it depends on your knees, it depends on your body's length too, but it's just a comfortable distance between your heels and your sit bones. Easiest with the hands behind your thighs, otherwise hands on the shins, the ball is an option between your legs. Elbows are wide, just suck the waist back, and then you float the feet up, look down into your abs. We inhale and lift the tail, and you roll back just to the shoulder blades, head stays off the ground, exhale and come forward and up. If your back feels tight, you might want more padding underneath you. And then we curl here, a towel or multiple yoga mats could do that. Or if you're at home, a carpet under your mat works really well. So we roll back. Head stays off the ground, just keep looking down at your chest, down at your navel, to ensure that you maintain that full shape, that curved shape of your spine. And then let's think about drawing a straight line down the middle of the mat with your spine as you go back, and then also as you come forward to ensure that the right and left side work equally. One last one. Imagine holding a small ball, or maybe an Easter egg under your chin here. And here we go. Do something seasonal. We'll take the right hand to the right ankle, left hand below the right knee, the first of the ab series. You curl the tail up, roll back, lift the left leg, and you push the shit up into your arm. And then we're going to switch the legs. One leg is forward, one leg pulls back. Try to hold your head and chest up. If it isn't working for you, you can lay your head down and breathe and like support your head or your upper shoulders on the ball. The leg pulls in, the other one shoots out long. Keep the legs working in their own tracks. They're about 4 to 5 inches apart, just the width of your hip joints. We're going to end with the left leg in and pull the right leg to meet it, and then continue. Arms and legs lift to the sky. Circle the arms around, pull the knees into your chest, and reach, and then circle and brace. Do that again. Try to find that work through the upper abdominals, pulling the sternum down in towards the navel. Be sure that the work through your arms is beautiful and elegant. Just so you stretch out long and pull everything in. One last one. The movement of the legs, the movement of the arms are coordinated. And then we lay the head down, turn your head from one side to the other. Here, let's do a next option for scissors. So let's take the roller across under your hips, right across your sacrum. And then you hook onto the roller, then you pull into your chest. One of them escaped. All right, and then extend the legs up to the sky. And we'll take the right leg back over your shoulder, over your chest, and left leg reaches forward. And then we switch the legs. One goes forward, one goes back. And do that again. Try to see if you can feel a stretch in the hamstring on the leg that's pulling back. And maybe a stretch across your hip on the leg that's moving forward. You're drawing a beautiful arc in the air with each foot. They just happen to go in opposite directions at the same time. Soft toes. Arms have to be a little engaged because otherwise the roller's going to definitely want to roll forward up from underneath here. And then from here, let's end with the left leg by your shoulder and the right leg forward. And now let's circle the legs. They go out to the side and they go back into the opposite scissor split. And then you rotate them out to the side. It's as if your toes were drawing beautiful semicircles on the ceiling above you. You still have to get that rotation of the leg, the finger on the socket. Really work here as if you're holding an enormous inflated ball here between your ankles and you spin it on the sky above you. Shoulders are relaxed, neck is soft, eyes up and forward. And then here, let's bring both knees into your chest. You can adjust the roller if you need to. We're moving into bicycle here. So the right leg goes up, and you sweep it forward and down. The left leg extends. Try to see if you get your toes to slide down on the floor and in towards you while you do this. Just breathe through it. And then when you're at whatever point that works for you, we're going to reverse and backpedal. So the toe reaches for the ground, it scoops forward, and you think of pushing through the air and throwing it back over your shoulder here with whichever leg is being lifted and moving back over your chest. The leg stretches forward to its full length. Eventually, when the hips are open enough, the foot should skim across the ground, and then you lift the straight leg. And anything you do on that journey to that point is great for your hips, great for your legs. All right, and we'll bring both legs up to the ceiling here. Bend your knees, exhale, lower your feet down, and lift your hips, just letting the roller out from underneath. So the double leg lower lift. You can do this with your fair bend. You could also do it with your ball behind your head or under sort of the shoulder blades. But you could start here either with the hip down or the upright curl, and then you press the legs out and away. And then exhale to lift. Only go as far as your back feels comfortable. Now you do have the option too, you don't have to do that. You can just come to the upright curls, put your head here, put your balance on the tip of the blades, and then the feet slide forward, just to the place where you feel your abs super engaged. Exhale, pull the belly deep, and lift the feet up. So if any of those options would be great for you. So push the legs forward and out. Exhale to lift it here. And we'll do that again. Press it out and away. Exhale, lift to pull it up. And one more time. Watch your back here with this a serious amount of load for the low back. And then we'll fold the knees in, hug them to your chest. We'll forward them up to sitting. And let's go into our roll back with our oblique twist. Again, you can do this with the band or not. We've done it with the band once, and then we can continue without it if you prefer. So we'll have the heels down, the knees and toes up. Rotate to one side. I would lift the elbows so it doesn't get in your way. And then we curl with a twist to one side. I'm going to my left. And you go down, maybe just to the shoulder blade tip. Push into your heels, pull back into the band to help you come up. And then we'll spin in the other direction. Jig up on the band as much as you want to. So we curl the tail up. You're just keeping your spine centered on the midline of the mat. You're going down, take your time, go down, touch the tip of the blade down. Or maybe just the base of the rib cage. You want to be sure that however far you go down, you can still lift and come up again. Maintaining that twist. Okay, so that works out really nice for you. With the band, you also can go extremely slow, which gives you a lot of work. Another option could be taking the arms either like in a dream of genie pose to go down. Exhale, lift to come up. And center. That's harder than having the arms out, I just realized, because the load is further away. The arms are extended. So we'll see if I can do it on this side too, without tears. So come down and lift, pull up. Big exhale when you need it, and center. I'm trying the arms forward. So I like actually like one arm forward, one arm back. So it's almost like you're pulling on the bow and arrow. Go down. Tap downward as far as you want to go. Pull the heels in, lift, pull it up, and center, and we'll do it again on the other side. The different options, depending on how adventurous you feel, which is how your body feels today. I don't know, you could have had a really tough weekend, and then come back to center. And good. Everyone feel that in your obliques? Perfect. All right, so from here, let's stretch out your abs a bit. We're going to lay on our stomachs to do a bit of a swan with the roller. So you can stretch the arms out really long. The roller should be halfway between your wrist and your elbows. Ears between arms, your head is off the ground. And then widen your collarbones, pull the shoulder blades down, pull the head and chest forward. As you lift the chest, you're pulling the roller back towards your body. So if your upper body curved up, be sure you look up and also try to pull your heart forward and up with your eyes. And then you release it down. If there's a rolling pin on your back going from your sacrum all the way up, and you gradually lower. And then at the end, your ears are between your arms, you're looking down into the mat, but your face is not buried into the mat. You still want to breathe. Pull the chest forward, start looking up the wall in front of you, up towards the sky. Now, even if the eyes lift, that's going to help you go a little bit higher. You want to feel that stretch in the abdominal wall. Just weight into the pelvic girdle, and then you release back down like you're zipping up your belly, zipping it into the mat underneath you. Go to the ribs, go to the chest, let the throat start to sink. Tip your head, look down at the ground, and one more. We widen the collarbones to pull the blades back, engaging the lats. Propel the chest forward and up. Lift here. Try to roll your shoulder blades down your back a little bit. And see if you get a little more lift. Use the muscles in your back. And then release it down. Good. And then you can sit back in your child's pose. Round your back. Curve it. If that's not the best choice for your knees, lay on your back and pull your knees into your body. And we stack the spine coming up, bottom to top. All right, so let's do some of the side kicks. So we'll lay on your side, set away, So depending on what's going on with your neck, with your shoulders, you can either extend the arm out, lay your head down on it. You can pull the elbow in a little bit, support your skull with your hands. Slide your legs forward at about a 25 to 35 degree angle from your spine. And easiest is to press your top hand right in front of your chest, spread the palm open and connect into the ground. If that doesn't work for your wrist, a straight line from your elbow to your fist is another way to feel that work into your upper abs. We pick the top leg up, flexing both feet, and then that top leg swings forward. You reach out through the heel and you pulse 1, 2, point the foot, swing the leg back and pulse 1 and 2. Bottom leg is steady, so is the torso. Flex to go forward, reach once, twice, point, take it back, do it again. Most advanced, both hands behind your head. You push the back of the head into your hands and vice versa. And you try not to rock your torso forward or back, opposite from the leg. We're keeping the sideline steady here. Challenge that stability with the movement of your leg. One more, flex forward, double beat. Point, take it back, double pulse. Come back to center, lower the leg, and we're going to lift to hip height to rotate it internally and externally. So working right from the hip socket here in the crease between pelvis and thigh. If you're using your hands behind your head, try to pull the neck longer by pulling the head away from the shoulders and pulling the shoulders away from your head. Really just spins around its own axis. Can you feel that in your glute when you do that? That's good, it should. And then externally rotate, lower the foot. Point the foot at the top, lift it up, flex and exhale all the way down. So point and the leg floats up in the air, flex and you lower it down with control, don't let it drop. One more, point to rise, flex to close. Now we reverse. Flex up, point the foot, stretch it away, and we do that again. Flex to lift, point, stretch and reach it out. We'll go for one more here. Flex up, all the way down, développé. So you bend the knee, slide the foot in, the knee lifts, it pulls towards your armpit, you extend the leg up, you flex the foot and you reach it down. So it's a point and a glide, pull the knee in, extend the knee, flex and reach out and down. Just one more, trying to hold your body stacked here on your side seam. There'll be a tendency to try to roll back with the top butt in order to take the leg higher. Try to avoid it. And now here we go. We lift the leg up at the flex foot, point the foot, bend the knee, skate the leg down, stretch, 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 both legs flex, the top one at the end, and lift it, point, bend, pull the knee in towards your armpits, take the foot to the knee and skate it down, 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 lengthening both legs. We lift once more, point and bend, and skate it forward, reach. From here, lift the leg hip height, 8 little circles, around and up 1, 2, nice and buoyant, 3, 4, exhale, 5, 6, 7, 8, reversing, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and lower it down. All right. Now here you may really want to re-engage into your mat, right? So maybe pull your bottom elbow in a little bit, get the support into the armpit, press your hand into the ground, get the support through your upper rib cage muscles, or pull your spine long by pulling your head away from your tail and vice versa. We lift the top leg, rond de jambe. Inhale, you bring the leg forward, rotate externally, up, back, around, and through center. And do that again. It's a lot of work for that glute medius, the upper outer line of your thigh and your hip. Bring it here, circle, hold the body steady on the ground. You guys look great, good job. One more. Press the bottom leg into the floor, that helps you stabilize the upper body. And now here we go, reverse, take it back. Exhale, rotate, lift, forward and around. We do that again. Try to stretch your body long, that's gonna keep you more stable here. On your side line, it's really difficult. We're doing a fabulous job, good work. One more. All right, and now next, figure 4, we pull that leg in, the knee is up. If that doesn't work for your knee, just lower the knee down, like so, that's another option. And here we're holding the leg in position, we bring the bottom leg up and then lower the bottom leg down. Inhale to lift it, exhale to lower, foot up high, exhale, bring it down. lift, hold, and we circle around and up 1 and 2 and 3, and then reverse, around and up 1, 2, 3, and down, and then extend the top leg on the bottom one. Lay your head down on your arm as you extend the arm along the mat, and you swing the legs back. They're almost in parallel with the rest of your body. All right, so from here, we'll lift the top leg up, and we pull the bottom leg up to meet it, and then the bottom leg lowers. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Inhale up with the bottom leg, and then down, lift and hold. Hold it there, the top leg goes up, and then down, up and down. One more up and down. Now the bottom leg pushes the top one up and brings it to the ground. Lifts again and takes it down. One last one. And to the floor. And then we're lifting the legs just a little bit and do tiny walks, back and forth. And then big, giant, gliding, swinging legs, like back and forth here. Try to touch the wall in front of you and the wall behind you with your toes. We'll pull the legs together, lift them, lower them down, and onto your stomach. Good work. And now for grasshopper. Overlap your hands, forehead on your overlapped hands here. Legs in turn out, let's lift the legs and clap. You can also just pick up one leg at a time and lower it down to start to strengthen into the glute here, into the back line of your body. But you want to sort of buoyant. You're trying to not bend the knees and just lower, you're not just working the lower leg, you want to try to really move your thighs apart and together. We lower the legs down and sit back in the child's pose. Push off, down back. Curve your spine here. And your head. And then we stack the spine coming up to do the other side. So find your position. Not really lounging, but definitely like laying on your side. Legs forward, stack here. Choose the arm position that works for you and try to pull your top heel out over the bottom one to get a little feeling of stretch and lift through your waist. We start with the top leg up at hip height, flex to pull it forward and pulse 1, 2, point, take it back and reach back and pulse 1, 2 using your glute. Double beat forward, point the foot and double beat back. Do that again, holding the leg the same height from the ground no matter where it is in the movement. You're not going to drop it or lift it as it goes forward or back. One more set here. Pull back here. Come back to center and lower the leg. We lift the leg up hip height and rotate internally, externally, spinning the leg around its own axis. You're not doing this from your back, you're doing it from your leg. Okay, we're going to end with an external rotation. Heels close, point the foot up, down. So we lift the leg high, flex the foot and bring it down long. Point to bring the leg in an arc up to the ceiling and flex to pull it down. Point to rise, flex and close. We'll do one more, point up, flex down, and now reverse. Flex to lift it, point, stretch it away. Flexing up, point, lengthen it down. Squeeze the legs together, pull them apart, and then press them together again. One more, flex up, point down, double peg. Bend the knees, slide it in, knee to the armpit, lift the foot, flex, and reach out. Long, long, longer. Tap and pull. Extend, flex, press, stretch. One more here. We tap, we keep the leg straight. It touches, it lifts, still on the flex foot. Point the foot, bend the knee, skate it down the bottom leg, shoot it long. We lift, point and bend, and lengthen it forward. Try to pull your head and shoulder away from that leg. Last one. All the way forward. And lift the leg hip height, small circles. Round up 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reversing 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And lower down. Big circles, rond de jambe. Adjust your position as you need to here. We're going to take the top leg forward, up, way back, around, and through center. And again, it's a soft point. We don't want to cramp the foot here. So reach out more through the metatarsals, the balls of the feet, and less through the toes. Or just picture that you have, we'll do one more circle, picture that you have air flowing between your toes so not gripping too tight. Now let's reverse. Take it back, open the hip, forward, around, through. Keep pulling your head away from your shoulders. Really find that side line of your body, that side seam pressing into the ground. Okay, and now figure four. You can hold on to the ankle, and we bring the bottom leg up, and then exhale down. Lift here, and exhale to lower. Lift again, and exhale down. Lift and hold, and we circle around and up 1, and 2, and 3. Come to the top and reverse, circle around in the opposite direction. 2, 3 here, and then lift and then lower the leg. Extend the top leg on it. Extend your arm, lay down on your side. The leg swing back just a little bit. Do what you need to with your hands, and then we're going to pick the top leg up, and then the bottom leg rises to it, and the bottom leg lowers. Inhale to lift it, exhale to lower. If you press your hand in front of your chest or in front of your upper abs, you'll probably feel the obliques really working to help this movement of lift and lowering. Lift and hold. Now the top leg goes up and down. The bottom leg is off the floor. Top leg up, top leg lowers. Lift again, and down you go. Once more like that. The legs are together, both feet are elevated, and we're going to lift the top, the bottom leg pushes the top one up and then brings it to the ground. So use that bottom leg. That's the motor, that's the energizer. The top leg dead weight. Lift, and then lower. Once more to lift and hold, little walks. And then big, giant sliding stretches. And we'll bring the legs together. Lift them here and lower down. Beautiful. Let's just lay on your backs here. All right, take a moment to stretch the legs forward, stretch the arms back, reach, open the front of your body. You did such a great job. Thank you for actually working your core when you said you didn't want to. Totally appreciate that. And we are here just going to take, if you have a minute or two and want to do this, you can lift your hips in a bridge, take the roller across underneath, and then just one leg can go forward. And I understand if you've got to run. Here too, easier if the other knee is pulled into your chest. This leg can be bent as much as you need to. Just work to get whatever kind of stretch feels good through your hip. If you want to take the same side arm back, that also increases the stretch on the right side of your body. And switch when you're ready. If you don't have time to do this now, maybe do it later in the day, between work and whatever the rest of the day looks like for you at home, or right before you go to sleep. It's a nice way to open your body and relax. All right, I'm going to leave too, but thank you all for being here. I look forward to seeing some of you tomorrow, some next week, some of you on the video. Thanks so much.